He stood at the gate with a kitchen knife saying he's going to stab police.
Crime is on the rise.
Armed with an axe and a machete.
Trying to break into 2 separate houses.
But cometh the hour.
More units, more units.
Cometh the Interceptors.
Get on the floor! Out and running.
We're riding with West Yorkshire's elite. Alongside their pursuit drivers.
Contact, standby.
On target with their firearms unit. In the air with their eye in the sky.
Off and running.
This is the front line in the fight against crime.
Get on the ground!
This is Police Interceptors.
I cannot believe we get paid to do this.
Yeah. Coming up.
Get on! What are you doing?
Give us your hand.
What are you doing?
A Larry night out in Leeds.
You liar!
A boozy driver puts an officer at risk.
Don't start.
And
No deviation, continuing southfield lane.
a high-speed pursuit through Wakefield.
I'm going to try and get in front of it and get stinging on it.
Listen, I know my rights.
Right,
yeah?
your rights are sit in the car now, or I'm going to force you in the car.
The Interceptors don't always get a warm welcome.
You're a risk. Stop struggling.
You're under arrest.
I remember your face.
Policing West Yorkshire can be a risky job.
I think it's pretty dangerous. I think it's worse now than it was definitely when I first started.
It's quite violent where we patrol, and you've always got to have your wits about you, but in the past I've had knives pulled out of me, I've been hit with a bat, people tried hitting me with hammers. I think the respect for the police at the moment from certain people has gone downhill.
It's the start of the weekend, and Interceptors Dan Robson and Tom Powell are on the graveyard shift.
Most people go out on a Friday night. They've been working hard all week, so they've got to go out and let their hair down. So the Leeds city centre gets busy, and with that, you've got to consider offences such as drink driving, and so we'll see if we can find anything interesting.
The remainder of the night passes peacefully, but just over an hour into Saturday morning, they stop a car which was swerving all over the road.
All right, buddy. Switch
Just turn the engine off.
Jump out a bit for us, mate. Pass its key. Cheers, buddy. Excuse me, love.
Right then, fellas, at your car.
My mum's.
It's your mum's car. Have you had a drink tonight, buddy?
I had too early.
I can obviously smell that you've had a drink as well, mate.
While Dan gets the breath test, the driver tries to get out of the car to talk to his female friend.
Whoa. Just
He's
right,
not getting
another
out,
way.
he's not getting out.
Right,
He's
shut
not
the
getting
door.
out, we were only talking.
Now's not the time to have a chat.
Just lock it again, mate.
Yeah.
Right, blow, mate. Bit harder. Smash it. Thank you for that. OK, Tom, you failed that. It's 1:15, mate. You're under arrest on suspicion of you driving a motor vehicle whilst over the prescribed limit of alcohol. OK. The legal limit is 35.
Yep.
You've blown 123.
That's nearly 4 times the legal limit. And while Tom breaks out the bracelets, the man gets out his phone.
Just have free phone a sec, mate. You can't go on your phone. Stay where you are. You're under arrest, mate, so you can't be on your phone, buddy. You're in custody now.
What?
You can't. Stay where you are.
Oh.
Stay where you are. Put your leg back in the car. Put your leg back in the car, Tom, because you're not getting out. Put your leg back in the car for me.
Please.
No. Give us your cigs.
No. Whoa.
The bloke's becoming belligerent.
Listen up.
Put your arm out. Put your arm out.
What are you doing? Calm down.
Give us your arm.
What are you doing?
Give us your hands.
What are you doing?
Give us your hands. You're under arrest, fella. Give us
For
your
no
hands.
reason. I don't have
You're not having a seat. You're not having a seat.
Tighten it up then. Keep doing it. Keep tighten it, you
Gas in a
faggot.
minute.
What are you doing?
Do you want parving?
What are you doing?
Do you want gassing?
Gas me. And what are you doing? Get off me, you. What are you doing?
Give me your hand.
Ow! What are you doing, you dude? What are you actually doing?
The man's tucking his hand behind his back, so Tom goes round to the other door to try and grab it.
Give me your hand.
What are you actually doing?
You got it.
What are you actually doing?
You get this. Tim, get the cuffs.
You're breaking me arm. What are you doing? Ow! What are you
Release
doing?
your hand.
I am doing anything. I am releasing anything. What are you actually doing?
Go away.
It was just me in my head. What that for? What?
Finally, he's under control and in cuffs.
Can I say bye to him, please?
No.
But the suspect is still causing trouble.
I've done wrong.
You're also under arrest for resisting arrest.
I didn't resist.
Not much.
He's going to try kick door, mate. He's sat on.
Despite being cuffed, he's still trying to get out of the car.
Stood up. Stood down, up and down, up and down.
Ow! What are you doing? Ow! What are you doing?
Stay sat there and do not climb to the front of that vehicle.
Okay, so
you
you're
listening?
allowed to lie, but I are. You, Fanny, the me, you absolute lying piece of shit. Off me now. Me, you liar! Liar! Off me. Can you lie, but I can't? Get back in there. Off me now. Get off me now.
Shall we have him out on deck with some leg restraints on?
3 colleagues have arrived to assist Dan and Tom.
Stop resisting.
No! You arrested me for no
Stop
reason.
resisting. Stop resisting. Right,
As soon as he's too bad, is
right, we'll pull him out that way.
A van is on its way and they need to get him out. But given his behaviour, it's not going to be easy. Interceptors Dan Robson and Tom Powell have nicked a drink driver.
The legal limit is 35.
Yep.
You've blown 123.
Who tried to get out of the car
Whoa.
before struggling as they attempted to cuff him.
Give me your hand.
Ow! What are you doing, you dude?
3 colleagues have arrived to help him get out of the cop car, and given his behaviour, they can't take any chances.
Right, someone got leg restraints.
What do you mean?
Lift.
He takes 12 years to put wheel. I'm resisting.
Just get him on pavement. Right. Have him on his side. Have him on his side.
On his side, on his side. That'll do.
It takes 12 years for me to...
In his boozy haze, he's forgotten why he's been nicked.
I'm asking you a question. Why am I getting arrested?
You are under arrest
For what reason?
because you were over the prescribed limit of alcohol and you're driving a car.
Right, well, do
You've
me a
blown
favour.
123 at
Breathalyse me then.
roadside.
Breathalyse me.
Just breathalyzed you. You've blown 123.
No.
That's why you're under arrest.
No, it's not. This is some... I didn't even do anything wrong. I wasn't even driving. I didn't do anything wrong.
I had an idea it was going to go that way, unfortunately. He started to protest about not having his phone and not having a cigarette, and then he stuck a leg out. I think at one point he tried to get out of the back of the car just after I'd cautioned him. So the idea is to get a cuff on as soon as we can whilst he's in car. But there's just not a lot of room, and if they start resisting and tucking arms and hands away, you can be fighting an uphill battle sometimes.
I'm with him in custody.
A van arrives to take him to the nick, and even though his legs are restrained, his trousers aren't.
My pants falling down. Oh, shit. Stand up. Stand still. I can't. I'm still. Stand still. I can't move.
There you go.
Hopefully he'll be on better behaviour back at the Nick.
123 is just... Apparently he had a couple of drinks 2 hours ago.
At the station, Tom has some words of advice.
Right, when we get in there, if you maintain this nice, calm, caring, loving demeanour, I'll take these cuffs and put them to the front. All right, mate, but we'll see how you behave.
I never even deserved these cuffs. Right, here.
Turn around.
And his mood seems to have done a dramatic U-turn.
Worst stripper ever. Just stay facing that way for us, fella.
The man has a previous conviction for drink driving, so they keep a close eye.
I'm not saying that you're going to try and cheat the test, but I need to warn you that there are ways that we know if you're cheating it or not.
And having been given a warning...
Fire away, you've got 3 minutes for this first one.
It's time to take the test.
Low. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't stop, don't stop. Right, you've stopped. Just let go a bit.
What's the word?
Yeah, no, it's registered. You've stopped even for a split second. I told you, didn't I? You can't cheat it.
I'm not cheating. I'm
Right.
blowing. You heard me. You can hear me blowing.
Right. Well, like I say, you can't cheat it, so there's no point trying to.
On to attempt number 2.
Deep breath and blow. Blow, keep going, keep... I think you're probably sticking your tongue over the tube while you're in there.
The clock's ticking.
Try again, you've got a minute and a half. Deep breath and blow. Keep going, keep going.
I couldn't even hear him blowing then.
You weren't blowing then, didn't you?
To start with, but then you stopped.
I didn't stop. I didn't blow. What do you
Tom,
mean?
it doesn't bother me either way. It's up to you. It's your license.
I was blowing. You heard me blowing. You can't say I
You
was
started blowing and then you stopped.
I didn't stop.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Right. Try again. Really deep breath. Don't stop. Blow. Keep going like that. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. Right. I could hear it then. You put your tongue over the end of the
Yeah,
tube.
it did. I can hear it. It stopped.
You can't kid a fella.
I heard it stop. I know I did touch it, but
Right.
what was I do?
You better hurry up.
It's really better hurry up.
Right, it's cancelled it off now. You've run out of time.
Just grab a seat while we get this sorted out for us, Tom.
With his 3 minutes up and no proper breath samples, he's failed to provide.
Are there any medical or other reasons why you've not provided 2 specimens of breath?
Tried, and it's not my fault.
Like a bad workman blaming his tools, this chap's saying the equipment has let him down.
Tinkle.
When you're released, you'll be charged with failing to provide a sample of breath.
I didn't fail to provide.
Well,
Despite his denials, in court he pleaded guilty to failing to provide and obstructing a police officer. He was fined £170, given 150 hours of community service and banned from driving for 3 years.
He's clutching at straws. I mean, he's blown 123 at the roadside, so he's had a good swill. And in his mind, he's doing the right thing and thinks he's probably going to get away with it. You know, he's got his career, he's got his driving licence that he's going to lose again. He's just not thinking straight because of the fact he's had too much to drink.
It's almost the end of the night shift for Interceptors AD Fickling and Sophie Hawkswell when a car speeds past them.
Hello. Echo Alpha 60.
A quick U-turn and they're behind it.
They were flying up here and then it brakes it really hard for...
It looks like this.
There's a bit more in
Free
it.
and back, yeah.
They're not sure if the driver's going to try and make off, but thankfully he decides to pull over. A car full of lads at this time of the morning is definitely worth a stop.
I'll let you have a look, see what you think.
It'll look a little bit
Could be an
stupid. What was his name?
Could be an OPL, couldn't it?
They suspect the driver could be OPL, over the prescribed limit of alcohol.
Now then, how you doing? You all right?
Yeah, right.
Is it yours, pal?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Just want to just come and have a chat with us in the back?
No, yeah.
Is it yours and insured to you?
Yeah.
What's your name, pal?
Joshua.
Joshua.
It might not be registered to me, but it is insured.
Where have you just come from? Have you just come from town?
Town, yeah.
You alright, fella?
Yeah, mate.
Is it your car?
It is, yeah. It
What's-
might not be registered to me, but it is my car, yeah.
And what's your name?
I'm Joshua.
How long ago is it since you had a cigarette?
Half an hour ago, so.
Half an hour. What about a drink?
I ain't had a drink tonight.
You want had a drink tonight? Okay. You want had a drink tonight? I've got friggin' hair.
Follically challenged Ady has been a copper for more than 2 decades, and he can sniff out drink and porky pies a mile off.
So it's Joshua, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So Joshua, you're telling me you've not had a drink?
I haven't had a drink tonight, no.
You haven't had a drink tonight? Alright.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm going to require you to provide me with a roadside sample of breath.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, you were speeding going uphill, and you smell a beer.
Whether or not the driver's been boozing, it's pretty clear his mates have.
It's been in town. You look a bit worse for wear. You've been drinking.
Yeah.
You had a good night.
Yeah.
Now to see if the driver's also been partying.
Big breath. Keep going, that's it. Stop. So let's see if Joshua has not had a beer, who stinks a beer.
Ady's sense of smell doesn't let him down.
You, my friend, are twice over the legal limit. Drink drive limit of 35. Okay, you've blown 83, so you're now under arrest for providing a positive roadside sample of breath. So that story of you not allowed to drink wasn't quite true, was it?
I ain't allowed to drink.
Well, unfortunately you don't provide a roadside sample that's positive if you've not allowed to drink.
Fair enough.
So you clearly have had a drink.
The driver's off to the nick, but even though they've lost their ride home, his mates seem happy to hang around and have a chat, despite one pressing concern.
I need a piss.
So what happens when you go out drinking?
Are we good to go?
In 2 seconds, I'll run you through and then you can go. All right.
Give us a lift.
Wow, we're not that nice. Not that nice.
They don't seem bothered that their mate's been nicked.
What's your name?
You want me to know, mate?
Oh, of course you do. Come on, I've told you my unit.
Says it on his shoulder.
Oh, PC.
Fickling.
Oh, shut up.
Fickling.
Oh, 3543.
Fickling.
Fickling.
That's me.
He's very thick, that's why he's called Fickling.
I am. And I also have an extra seat in car if you want to join him.
I'm joking.
Exactly.
I thought you'd be joking then, isn't it? I need a piss really bad.
You need to go home and have that.
No, you can't do it on straight. Yeah, but you won't let me go. See you later, Mr. Pickling.
Just remember, these people are trying to get some sleep round here.
Leaving the chatty lads behind, Ady and Sophie head to the station with the driver. And before they put him on the intoxilizer, Ady gives him a quick search.
Put your hands down by side, you're not, not a prisoner of war, or
Yeah, man. As long as I'm not getting done for murdering it, I'm all good, innit?
That's it, you're all good.
Yeah, I ain't got shit on me, innit, obviously.
Yeah.
And just like earlier, when he said he hadn't had a drink, the driver's not telling the truth.
There's the money that you make get.
Ady's found a wad of cash.
Just watch his hands.
He's also uncovered something else.
Right, you're also under arrest on possession with intent to supply Class A drugs. Okay.
Got nothing else on you?
No, nothing else at all. No, nothing else. No, nothing else at all.
We will have to go through a strict search procedure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
The suspect had cash and 2 bags containing what looks to be a large amount of cocaine hidden in his trousers.
That's what's concealed down his left trouser leg. Number of small dealer bags with white powder in them. Quite large chunks.
After a breath test, which confirms he's over the limit,
The lowest is 76, which is still above legal limit, which is 35. All right.
they take a trip to the cells for an intimate search. Once again, he's been telling porkies.
Some more, yeah. Some more just did it stuck down inside of his pants. Tried to shift it round with his fingers, but...
Oh, for going too fast.
Yeah, good little stop, that one.
Definitely.
They found a sizable amount of drugs, later confirmed to be cannabis, cocaine and crack cocaine.
This is full crack. There's quite a lot of bags in there. There's probably about 10 or 15 bags, and the big chunks then.
The man was later convicted of drink driving. He was banned for 20 months and fined £235, including costs. He's still under investigation in relation to the drugs.
I honestly didn't expect him to vote down him. I just thought it'd be a straight up OPL.
And he's brought the whole lot upon himself just for the way he was driving.
So now he's going to get disqualified. So now that means he's not going to be able to go out and commit crime without having to watch over his shoulder all the time because he won't have a motor. So that's a bonus, isn't it?
Definitely.
Still to come.
It's got a vehicle failing to stop in Tingley.
The Eye in the Sky tracks down a runaway driver.
Stand by, vehicles, slow down, stand by.
A serious case of bad parking.
You could have killed someone. And you can't drive foot off it. You've got no skill behind the wheel. Because if you'd have killed someone there, they'd be sending you down for a long time.
And a motorist gets an earful.
I am sorry for your son. I really feel for him because he's done no wrong. Your actions are appalling.
It's just gone midnight, and Interceptor Andy Howarth and rookie Andy Dawson have been called to assist their colleagues in a pursuit several miles away.
Yeah, I've got a belt stop 70 miles an hour. It's left. Come on, baby. Stand by. Off road.
I've got a vehicle failing to stop in Tingley, which is near where our big base is. And helpfully it's where I grew up and did most of my formative years.
The commentary guides Andy to where the pursuit's heading and has given him an idea of what might happen.
Left. Back on road.
They'll be looking for somewhere to get away, I think.
We're looking for a decamp somewhere, won't we?
Whatever the driver decides to do, he won't be able to hide from the Eye in the Sky.
We've got eyes on now. Do you want us to take over commentary?
Yes, please.
The fleeing motor won't be getting away.
It's a left onto Flanshaw Road.
Flanshaw Road again.
Flanshaw Road.
Your vehicle continuing onto Flanshaw Lane, stand by.
The driver runs a red light. But now they have the Eye in the Sky. The officers on the ground can hang back while the chopper keeps track. But the driver continues to put himself and other motorists in danger by barrelling straight across a junction at more than 70 miles per hour.
Vehicles on Manor Hay Road, stand by.
The two Andys are doing a bit of map reading to work out a way to get ahead of the pursuit.
So we're going to try and get in front of it and get a stinger on it, but it's trying to second guess where it's going.
The pursuit's now moved out of town and into the countryside.
Vehicle heading away from Horbury, just about to cross the River Calder.
The pursuing cop cars are keeping well back, and the chopper keeps them updated on the car's location. And the driver seems to think he's got away.
And it's a right onto Plainthorpe Lane. Stand by, vehicles slow down, stand by. He's just at the junction of Cliff Road and Plainthorpe Lane, and he's come to a stop. He's exited the vehicle now.
It sounds like it's
Decamp. Blackalake there.
The chopper cops have guided their colleagues straight to the target.
Yes, there's 2 units with him now. I believe the male is detained. The one that you've got detained got out the driver's seat, so you have got the driver.
The driver's given himself up without a fight. They still don't know why he made off from them in the first place.
Right, jump in here, pal.
Interceptor Nick Priestley was in one of the two cop cars involved in the pursuit.
We were second vehicle from air support, so we got commentary from helicopter where it's going, which is great for us because we don't have to get right behind car, we can listen to helicopter and we can plan accordingly. It's turned off thinking that there's no police behind it. Helicopter's great saying, this is where it is, driver's out, James has come round and detain driver. It's the best and safest way to do it. I have to say it's a good result all round, really pleased with this.
The man was later convicted of dangerous driving and is awaiting sentence. Tonight's seen great teamwork between the Interceptors and their colleagues from the National Police Air Service.
We had everything set up, the aircraft were up, we had colleagues out with stingers on certain locations where it had been. It's a textbook pursuit for us, it's a really, really good job.
The weekend's nearly over, and the Bens, aka Barraclough and Pearson, have just started their night shift.
We are on Sunday night.
Sunday night into Monday morning.
We're hopefully it's going to be a busy night and we'll get some good results.
And less than an hour in, they get a call to assist one of their colleagues.
Officers just shouted up for just a bit of assistance. They've had a pursuit, or a 2-minute pursuit in Bradford. It's crashed on Queen's Road. It's minor injuries.
A car's made off from cops before crashing, and on arrival, it looks serious.
Ooh.
Ben P goes to talk with fellow Interceptor Dave Long, who'd been behind the crashed car.
Yep, what sketch then?
Failed to stop. There's a group of about 10 cars that have been hurtling down.
Right.
He's managed to stop at the lights after doing it, probably 100 up to it.
Right.
And nose on with him, he's reversed. Off he goes.
Right. Is it a legit car, you just didn't want to stop?
Legit car, brother-in-law's. No permission, no insurance.
Right.
Ambulance have been to see him already, he looks alright.
Right. Passenger?
Yep. Okay, shaking up. Oh, fine.
The crashed car, a brand new Audi S3, is wrecked. But miraculously, the driver has escaped unhurt. He's been arrested for failing to stop and driving without insurance. And if that wasn't bad enough, the car belongs to his brother-in-law and he's taken it without asking.
It's ethos we've got in Bradford now, innit? As soon as you see a police car and they don't want to stop, they just make off at speed. Everyone can drive fast in a straight line, can't they? Just put your foot to the floor and then worry about a corner when it comes up. And as you can see, £37,000 car on railings like that. Luckily, there's no one outside at roads. The driver's got to answer questions as to why he's made off.
Big Ben, as he's known, is a self-confessed petrol head who used to sell motorbikes for a living before joining the police.
That would have been someone's pride and joy. If that were mine or Ben's, that's the kind of car that you'd be washing 6 times a week. But they'll just tear through the streets of Bradford and put it on its side like that, and who's going to want? Well, no one's going to want it now, are they? But they've no respect for vehicles, no respect for road, no respect for Dave.
The car, a top-of-the-range Audi that wouldn't leave you much change out of 40 grand, looks to be a write-off.
At least it's shiny.
It'll buff out that. Bit of turtle wax and...
Joking aside, things could have been far worse.
He's lucky though, he's lucky that he's hit the barrier. Because he could have gone into concrete or tree and he'd have lost that fight.
Once we've asked to stop it at the lights, it's suddenly reversed, gone past us, and then come along Canal Road, out of our sight. We've guessed that it's actually come up onto Station Road, and we found it literally parked on the railings. But so lucky that there isn't a fatality here. But it's just another example of youngsters in high-powered cars in this area and driving dangerously.
Once Dave has finished with the driver, Baby Ben has a chat to find out how the car ended up where it did.
I just tried going through a traffic light before it changed, and that's when I seen the colleagues. And moment of madness, like I was speaking to your colleague, and I don't know why I did what I did, but we're lucky to walk out.
You are, mate, you are. In all seriousness, I know you've had an interview with Dave and stuff. Just try and wise up a little bit. I know you probably won't do it again.
No, well,
just shouldn't have done it in the first place, should you? You know what I'm saying?
Drivers under the age of 25 are responsible for nearly 20% of road accidents involving casualties, despite making up just 7% of motorists. But this chap's more concerned about his brother-in-law who owns the car.
Have you told him already?
I've told him that something's happened. I've not told him what state
to the extent. Okay.
Is he coming, is he?
They should be coming, yeah.
You're a lucky lad. Well, I say you're a lucky lad.
Well,
you might not be so lucky when your brother gets older.
You will,
but You're lucky to be walking out of it. You're lucky it didn't go up in flames.
We've all heard of good cop, bad cop, and while Baby Ben's been polite to the driver, Big Ben is more blunt.
Right, while my colleague's been nice, I'm going to be rude. You need to get a grip of yourself. You could have killed someone, and you can't drive foot off it. You've got no skill behind the wheel. You need to switch yourself on. Because if you'd have killed someone there, they'd be sending you down for a long time.
I know.
Though this telling off will probably pale in comparison to the one he'll get from his brother-in-law, who's emptying his pride and joy.
Is it all sinking in now?
Yeah, my brother.
A little bit.
Stuff,
I bet he is. It's a 40 grand car.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
So the car is getting recovered. Okay. You devilled out, you mate. I know it's a lot to take in.
While the recovery truck driver deals with the busted up motor, the Bens get back on the road and try to keep the streets safe.
That brother was devastated. He was absolutely devoured. His eyes were welling up, bless him, and I don't blame him. I would imagine family meals might be a bit tense for the next few months.
The driver was later found guilty of aggravated vehicle taking, failing to stop for police and driving with no insurance. He was fined £69, given a 6-month curfew, a 200-hour community order, and was banned from driving for 2 years.
All you have to do is just stop.
If he'd have stopped, he'd have been dealt with for the offences, and then we'd have seized the car, and his brother would have had his car back tomorrow or Monday.
And he'd have only got 6 points?
He got 6 points and I've done for it, and now he's going to get done for all sorts.
Hashtag silly boy.
According to the Motor Insurance Bureau, there are roughly 1 million uninsured drivers in the UK. That's 1 in every 38 cars on the road. Driving without insurance is something the West Yorkshire Interceptors deal with on almost an hourly basis.
People just don't bother insuring the car. Blatant disregard for anybody else's safety. They don't care about the impact. The insurance price is just going through the roof, and it has a knock-on effect. It's unfair on these people. They're doing everything right, but due to the small minority of people that aren't, it's them that's losing out.
How's it going? It's not stopping.
You're panicking more, you don't know what to do, is that not right?
Oh, here we go.
It's Friday night, and Interceptors Ben Pearson and Warren Pickard have lit up a black Jeep. They suspect the learner driver isn't insured.
You can see it's got learner plates on it. There's 2 people currently on the insurance. You want to pull alongside it?
Hello, how are we?
Oh, you alright?
Very good, thank you. Whose car is it?
My car.
I'll drop behind, I'll have a chat with you, sir, if you come and join me.
Yeah, so we've stopped it because there's 2 people on insurance. One of them's 30-odd-year-old, another one's born in 1956. The driver looks like he's 18-year-old. So, have a bit of a conflab and see what we can get.
Hello, sir. How are you? Go on, have a seat, young man.
Warren loves his family, Everton FC and McFlurries. But one thing he really dislikes is uninsured drivers. The man they're talking to says he's giving his son a driving lesson, but while Dad's named on the policy, Sonny Boy isn't.
You just have this one policy?
Yes.
Okay. He's not on there?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody that is learning to drive, okay, will probably look at yourself as an example of 1, how to drive, and 2, what to do, okay?
Yeah.
You, sir, haven't even got this young man on the insurance, but yet you're trying to teach him how to drive. How poor an example is that? Do you know what happens now?
I don't know, sir.
Okay. What happens now is your son, through no fault of his own, okay, through his father's fault, is now going to get 6 points for driving without insurance before he's even passed his test.
While Warren continues giving Dad a piece of his mind,
your son is 17 years old and you haven't even bothered putting him on insurance.
Ben goes to have a chat with the uninsured driver.
You've got no insurance on the car. Your dad hasn't put you on insurance. Okay, so what I'm going to advise you is turn the key off, exit, come sit in this side, okay? 17-year-old, this lad.
I feel for him, mate.
I do, he's heartbroken. Your son's upset with you.
I would be, no. And I am sorry for your son. I really feel for him because he's done no wrong. Your actions, okay, are appalling. I've got a son, okay? He's a lot younger than yours, but I wouldn't dream of doing anything like that. I couldn't contemplate putting my son in the predicament that you've put him in now. And what type of example, as a father, does this set to your son?
Having given Dad a severe telling off, Warren goes to see what his son thinks about the situation.
Proper winds me up. Hey, son, are you all right? I feel for you, mate. Okay, did you know you're not insured? Yeah, you did?
That's probably not the answer he was expecting.
Did you ever ask your dad if you were insured?
I knew I wasn't insured.
You knew you wasn't insured? Ah, right. So you're as bad as your dad?
This family affair certainly got Warren's back up.
I'll tell you what, son, I'll teach you to drive, but don't bother with insurance side. We'll just drive round and hope we don't get stopped. It just winds me up. I don't get wound up often, but just some people just so slack and just don't care.
Though Dad will care when he gets charged and if his son gets points on his licence.
Right, sir, I'm reporting you, all right, for it's what's called use cause permit, all right, which is allowing somebody to use a motor vehicle when you know there's an offence being committed. Silly mistake, okay? I'm not going to lecture you anymore. I've said my piece, you've listened, which I appreciate. Let's not happen again. We all know we have to have insurance, okay?
No problem.
All right, sir. All right, take care, have a good day.
The dad was reported for permitting someone to drive with no insurance. His son was reported for driving with no insurance. Both are awaiting their day in court.
Son's heartbroken. You can tell son's heartbroken.
Yeah, he knows he's no insurance.
Hot son?
Yeah. He's only pissed because we've stopped him. Unbelievable.
Warren's still a bit miffed, but Ben has some words of wisdom.
I believe children are our future. If you teach them well and let them lead the way, you can show them what beauty they've got possessed inside.
Unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah.
What a joke. Come on, let's go.
Miles per hour.
Coming up,
Drunk guy.
a good Samaritan
So that's obviously a helpful caller.
helps hunt down a suspected drink driver.
Get your leg in.
Put your leg in. Do you want me to help you, or do you want to put it in yourself?
Who's a lot less cooperative.
Are you going to take this test? It's up to you. You know, we can't force you to do it.
Nope.
Caller states that a male that gets smashed through drink or drugs.
It's Wednesday afternoon, and Interceptor Chris Spencer and rookie Hayley French are on the lookout for a suspected drink driver.
There's been a report now that someone's come across a drunk chap who's broken down in his car. And we're very nearby. So we'll find out what's going on with this.
A drunk driver in rush hour is an accident waiting to happen. Spencer needs to find him sharpish. Unfortunately, another driver flags him down.
Of 100 miles per hour.
Drunk guy?
Yeah. Or just driving dangerous.
So that's obviously a helpful caller. So let's see if he's right.
The Golf's apparently now moving again.
Oh, he's there. He's like a few cars in front of him. I can see him.
And that's good news for Spencer.
Well, if he is drunk, that makes it a bit easy now, because I've just seen him driving. Bingo. Yeah, what the odds are you don't want to really go in there. You get driver.
The Golf's come to a stop, and Hayley gets out to grab the driver,
Hi mate, how you doing? Come and take a seat in the
who
car.
appears to try to make off.
Take a seat in the car.
Spenner's not taking any chances.
Don't start. Don't start.
4-0. 4-0, I think you've been
Hey,
made off.
what's wrong with you? You've just almost tried to run my colleague over by the looks of it. That's what's wrong with me.
Once the man's cuffed, he goes in the back of the car, and he's still not playing ball.
Sitting there for me.
Double check the bike.
Get your leg in.
I've got my wrist, I've got my thumb.
What?
You haven't broke your thumb, you're alright, get your leg in.
Put your leg in. Do you want me to help you, or do you want to put it in yourself? Put your leg in.
Okay, so I'm going to caution you, so you do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioning something which you later lie in court.
It's time to break out the breathalyzer.
Have you had anything to drink today? Have you had any alcohol today? Yeah, what have you had?
Beer.
Beer, how much beer?
Enough.
Enough.
Well, we're going to request you to try a specimen of breath for a roadside screening test. Are you happy to do that? Pardon?
I just had a drink 3 minutes ago.
All right. Are you happy to provide a specimen of breath for a roadside screening test?
What, from 3 minutes ago?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
It's legal law.
What? I'm asking. Yeah, but
We're saying, will you take the
You're not here
test?
to quiz me.
Are you going to take this test?
Did you take the cuffs off me, yeah?
I am going
Well,
to take the cuffs
we're
off
not
you.
going to do that at the minute.
Go.
It's up to you,
You wanna do
you know,
it?
we can't force you to do it.
No.
He's refusing to do the test, so he's nicked.
Okay, so you're under arrest on suspicion of drink driving. I've already cautioned you for that. You're further under arrest for failing to provide specimen when required, okay?
The guy is absolutely leathered. He's refusing to give us a breath sample. You can tell just by talking to him. Any sober person can tell a drunk person, can't you? He absolutely stinks of booze. He's totally leathered. He can hardly talk. And he's driving, which is quite frightening. There's no documents for the car either, so we're going to seize his car. Luckily, no one's been hurt, so that's the main thing.
Even though he's failed to provide a sample at the roadside, he'll have another chance back at the nick.
You had a late night, you look knackered.
3 days.
3 days.
3 days.
3 days on the razzle have made him uncooperative.
So have you, since the time of the offence, consumed or used any of the following things, and if so, what?
No.
Any alcohol or other drink? Have you eaten anything? Inhaled anything?
No.
Or taken anything that I haven't just mentioned?
No.
Used any mouth spray?
He's refusing to comment, and he's not blowing either.
Do you agree to provide 2 specimens of breath for analysis?
No.
No. Is there any medical reason or any other reason why you should not provide 2 specimens of breath?
No.
No? Right, we'll go. Let's turn this off.
The man's off to the cells, and not for the first time. They've run his details and found out he's a serial offender when it comes to drink driving.
Do you want any water or anything?
We've managed to lodge this lad in the cells now. He's refused to provide. Unfortunately, he's done this many times before. He's banned 7 times. He's got at least 7 convictions for doing this. It's the best place for him is here. He's off the road. I imagine the only outcome for this will be straight back to prison for him. He's been to prison for it several times, and he's going to be straight back there.
He was later convicted of failing to provide, driving whilst disqualified, and driving with no insurance. He was banned from driving for 5.5 years, ordered to pay £115, and sent to prison for 24 weeks.
It's frightening that he's that off his face. He ain't got a clue what's going on. He could hardly stand up. But yet he's behind the wheel of a car that's just a potential killing machine. If anyone had stepped out in front of him, there's no way in a million years he'd have been stopping. So it's nice to know at least he's off the road, and the roads around there are just a little bit safer tonight.
He stood at the gate with a kitchen knife saying he's going to stab police.
Crime is on the rise.
Armed with an axe and a machete.
Trying to break into 2 separate houses.
But cometh the hour.
More units, more units.
Cometh the Interceptors.
Get on the floor! Out and running, out and running.
We're riding with West Yorkshire's elite. Alongside their pursuit drivers.
Contact, standby.
On target with their firearms unit.
Keep your horse free, container!
In the air with their eye in the sky.
Off and running, off and running.
This is the front line in the fight against crime.
Get on the floor! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
This is Police Interceptors.
It's just another day in paradise.
Coming up,
I'm going to decamp.
time for a not-so-sharp exit. Chump versus Chopper.
Decamp. 2 out and running. Driver said black t-shirt.
And enemies reunited for Benny Boy.
Oh, Tommy. Oh,
Yeah.
how are you doing?
Yeah. Calm down! Calm yourself down!
It's the witching hour. Ghostbusters Nick Priestley and Luke Warren are hunting baddies by the light of the full moon.
I don't think werewolves will be coming out tonight, but there will be a couple of monsters, no doubt, lurking around. So we can get a few.
While they wait for the shadowy underworld to show itself, an important question needs answering.
Do you believe in ghosts?
No, I don't think so.
Well, they must exist.
They must exist.
When you die, you don't just go away. That's it. You.
Yeah, well, there's an afterlife, isn't there, I believe, but maybe not. There's ghosts.
There's ghosts.
Like Casper.
Yeah.
Luke may need convincing, and Nick's come armed with the tale of the spectre of Toller Lane Nick.
I have seen a ghost, mate, up at Toller Lane. It's not a very good story, actually, but I was actually having a wee. And I was just minding my own business. As I looked in the mirror behind me at 45 degrees, there was a chap behind me. And it were, I looked round and nobody there. But there is definitely a ghost at one of our police stations, Toller Lane at Bradford, 100%.
Nick might be wary of ghostly goings-on, but he's not afraid of hard work. He started out at 16 as an apprentice panel beater at the Rover Car Group. And he's about to get a visitation from a past life.
Right, I'm just on Wakefield Road, mate. What sort of Rover is it?
75.
The Rover 75, the executive's wheels of choice in a bygone era. But this one's not bound for the boardroom.
There's a Rover that's done a commercial burglary in Huddersfield. I don't know if it's today or overnight, and it's quite a rare car now. It's a Rover. I don't know if it's a Rover 75 or a 25, but either or, it'll stand out. And it's just hit one of our NPR cameras not a million miles away from here. So we're just going to go flood area and just see what we can pick up.
Nick awaits a reunion with the 75. Another unit has picked it up.
79, we've got it. It's going back into Byley.
There it is.
They're third in a cop car convoy.
50 car 3.
The officer at the sharp end is Interceptor Claire Gray. Who's witnessing a turn-of-the-century getaway car being pushed to the limit.
Bobby is on that, right onto Stuart Ashton. Stand by, we're left.
Inside are suspected serial burglars.
79, we're just approaching Tom Street now, stand by.
Who are playing with fire.
He is left, he's collided with a taxi.
They'll need Nick's panel beating skills at this rate. The runaway Rover blocks the cops, then ignores the round in roundabout.
79, still continuing down North Lane, we've got 50 miles per hour. Traffic still light pedestrians.
The 75 isn't known for its off-road ability,
50, stand by, heavy braking.
but he's not read the manual.
It's just going off-road, it's safe to follow. Just over some grassed area. I'm going to decamp.
It's Rover and out, as the bad guys decamp like pinballs bouncing off into the darkness. The cops are hot on their heels, but not hot enough. The friends from the Rover have vanished into the night.
We've come running down there. There's no one gone down that way. Right. But when they've decamped, I don't know whether they've come down here or gone up there.
We've had a bit of a foot chase, but we lost him down in some back alleys. So, a bit rubbish, but we got the car at CSI to examine it up till we find some prints and link somebody to it. It's not good for us, this full moons.
The full moon seems to have brought out some of the local characters.
Get your registration.
Definitely.
You had no need to drive up grass there, mate. Chase is already over.
Find it in.
If that were me, I'd get done for that. So why should you have the right to drive upfield?
Because we've got exemptions.
He's got no need to drive on this.
Yeah, how are we meant to get it out then?
What?
Are we going to leave it there or are we going to teleport it out?
Teleport it out.
Oi, oi, oi.
First warning.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, not a problem. I won't happen again.
Okay, just go and take a seat with me.
He might want to impress his friends with his vocabulary, but insulting an officer is an arrestable public order offence.
What's all that about?
Not mate, just what's your attitude about?
Big mouth and all that. Is it really appropriate for this time of night? Is it? Yes or no?
Really.
Do you think it is? Did you? Does that make it all right?
Didn't say it was all right, but
no.
All right, okay.
Just wait there for us.
All right, no problem.
While the swearwolf cools off in the car, Nick's reacquainted with an old friend.
It's a lovely car, mate, isn't it? Imagine taking this out at our showroom when it was brand new. Lovely. That's a bit of walnut. Bit of class. What is it? It's a Rover 75, mate. It's a gentleman's conveyance of choice.
But this one wasn't conveying any gentleman.
So there's a number of screwdrivers just in the front seat passenger and in footwell, which obviously tools that they will have been using whilst out committing crime. So we'll get those recovered forensically, see if that can lead us to any possible suspects. See if we can find out who was driving the vehicle as well.
Swearwolf has returned to human form, and Nick's no longer being called a...
Oi! Oi! Oi!
He's now got a more family-friendly nickname.
See you later, sausage.
But he can't resist a parting howl.
Oh, what's he swear? Look at him.
Now, is that me being a bald dinghy or him being a bald dinghy? You bald dinghy, Bobo?
I've got a full head, so I'm all right.
Oh, well.
Clearly not talking about it.
They're just wanting a reaction out there, you know, and he can say whatever he wants. We're not bothered, but one lad overstepped the mark, he started calling us this and that, and he just, you know, you can't do that. It's midnight, people are out watching, there's even kids about, you know, and it's calling us unsavoury. And I personally don't mind, you know, I don't care, call me what you want, but not shouting it so all and sundry can hear. It's just a bit offside, but you're used to that. It doesn't matter what you're doing, they're just playing up because they can. It is what it is. Welcome to paradise.
Yeah.
The Rover turned out to have been stolen in a burglary and was returned to its owner. Inquiries as to the driver and passenger are ongoing. Still to come, a jog in the park for Harry the human megaphone. A disturbing haul for the pit team.
We just never know what we're dealing with, and it can be quite frightening.
And a handy haul belongs in the glove box.
Oh my lord.
The use of weapons is on the rise in West Yorkshire, but the Interceptors have their own secret weapon. The Pit Team, made up of seasoned crime busters like Steph Lyschuk and Harry Jeffrey.
We're just making our way to Castleford along the M62. There's been some information that's been rung in by a member of the public about a silver Seat Altea that's involved in the supply of drugs.
They don't want to be caught with it because they know that they'll probably go to prison if they've got a lot of drugs on them, and they want to avoid that. So if they get any chance to run or evade us, then they will take that chance.
I've got my running legs on today though, so...
Yeah, oh sweet.
This rugby-playing officer has big boots to fill, coming from a long line of West Yorkshire coppers. Fortunately, Big H measures up with size 13 feet.
We're just in an area of Castleford now. We've sighted possible drug users congregating. So we're just watching, see where they're going, try to get in the area where the car will pop out, and then we'll try and implement a strike on it.
The suspect car is on the move, and the boys plot up in their unmarked Beamer.
We're at Back Gate, just after the train station.
It looks like they might be in luck.
Towards escape is coming towards us.
Do you want me to get Stinger out?
You won't have time.
We've got no cars to cover.
But it's a false alarm.
So it's taken second exit, not out there, it's continued on past Palm. It's Leeds Road.
The Seat has taken a different route, but the Pit Team hunt in packs.
Oh, come on.
And they've caught their prey up ahead.
2-2, we've got a vehicle detected. We've got a driver, it's a passenger, blackmail.
The driver is detained, but the passenger has legged it.
When the plane passed, please. Situation, description for runner.
A colleague points the way. He went
that way. Get round.
And word is he might be armed.
Apparently he's got a knife on him as well, this lad. Will you give us a description, please, buddy? Blackmail.
Plenty of cops are on hand to point him out.
I'll see if we can get round.
But it falls to Harry to chase him down, while Steph blocks the escape route.
Steph, go for the car!
With every second crucial, Harry digs deep. He spots a man matching the description casually walking along. Nice try. The suspect could be carrying a knife.
Give us your hand. Keep your hands out where I can see you. Put your hands out.
So he's going straight into cuffs.
Where have you been running from? I think I got this mail. Lee, can you get to me?
Harry, if you can stay with him, I'll get something with you as soon as we can, and then we'll get the dog.
Enter the cavalry.
Fozzie's with me. And double lock these, mate.
Have you got a knife in your pants?
There doesn't appear to be a blade, but there is something else of interest.
This lad's got a large wedge of cash on him.
The boys think he might have dumped something nearby.
There's loads of wasteland there.
Did you see where he ran on there?
As soon as I've popped through here, he's been coming this way from there.
Over there. It's come. You see those houses over there?
Yeah.
I was there, and he's come over this fence.
You said that white sign, didn't you?
Yeah.
That area there, I reckon. By the time we've sighted him, he's been walking. So we think he's dropped something in bushes. So fingers crossed we'll find something.
The suspect was out of sight in a large area, which means a lot of legwork. Luckily, some interceptors have 4 of them.
Dog's far more effective at searching an open area like that than we are.
Just be wary, dog's off lead.
So we're looking for the knife that he's been seen carrying, which he didn't have when we detained him, and drugs that he may have discarded. But fingers crossed, we'll come up trumps.
A thorough search turns up no trump card, but cops at the car have been dealt a dodgy pair. Cannabis alongside something more alarming.
Located within the vehicle, we found a large hunting-style, Rambo-style knife, and also a baseball bat wrapped in, we think it's barbed wire. We just never know what we're dealing with. You know, one minute you could be dealing with somebody really, really nice, and then the next thing is they pull a weapon out like that on you, and it can be quite frightening, but it's an ever-increasing thing that we're coming across.
The passenger was summoned to court for possession of cannabis and possession of a knife in public. No further action was taken against the driver. It's all going off in Leeds, with multiple cops pursuing a runaway hatchback.
It's black Ford Fiesta towards Rainbow Approach.
Flying through the outskirts to intercept dynamic duo Richard Jaffa Whiteley and Steph Rushworth.
So take a right at the traffic lights.
Come on, where is it?
This advanced driver's dreammobile is an Aston Martin DB5, but he's more than happy today in his patrol car of choice, the BMW 3 Series.
That's acknowledged. Broad lane.
Broad lane? Down here?
I know. Speed is 50 mile an hour. Traffic is light, risky.
Stay here. Can you get a stinger set up?
But with the pursuit just half a mile away, there's no time to deploy the spikes.
Romeo 4-1, we are on Broad Lane at the moment, Waterloo. It's going to be coming up here.
Incoming.
That's it.
Still Broad Lane. Speed is 60 miles an hour. Traffic is light, risk is low.
Do they want us to take over?
The fleeing Fiesta has an unmarked pit car breathing down its neck.
Romeo 4-1, we are car number 2. There's 2 white males in the vehicle.
In a move straight out of the big book of losing the cops, they head straight for a built-up estate.
Intersect, continue. Yes, it's right. Fairfield Terrace.
Up ahead, the Fiesta hangs a left into a public park.
Put your handset on 2 interrupts.
It's too risky for the police cars to follow.
Go around then, mate.
But these criminals haven't bargained on one thing. The all-seeing eye in the sky. The police chopper picks up the pursuit in the nick of time, just as the Fiesta exits the path.
And passed through, and we have visual with him. Is now heading towards Fairfield Crescent, back onto left, Fairfield Crescent, and then he's done a right, Fairfield Lane, which is a dead end.
They're on a road to nowhere, but could be planning a decamp. Jaffa puts his foot to the floor to catch up.
Go around, take your next left down here. First right.
Yeah, it's please. Decamp, 2 out and running, driver's a black t-shirt, navy blue shorts, passenger wearing grey.
While the chopper tracks the suspects, Jaffa and Steph are moments behind.
Over there. Can you drive round? Let me just take keys from car. Right, I've got key, mate.
Now the hunt is on for the runaways. The suspects have split up, so the chopper tracks the driver.
Yeah, it's back out onto Stanley Road and is heading in the direction of Hoff Lane, I believe it is.
And in a game of boy racer versus helicopter, there's only going to be one winner.
Yeah, he's handing himself in, he's on his knees, Stanley Road, 340, Stanley Road. I've got 2 officers approaching him now. That is your driver.
Pit team officers arrive on scene with the passenger in tow as well. It's a full house.
Officer was wearing the light-coloured clothing.
We'll go back to car.
With both teenagers captured and in cuffs, they return to the Fiesta.
4-1, we'll go back to the car. Can we start recovering?
Bit of excitement for you? They looked about 15, did them kids?
Put some gloves on, we'll search it.
Yeah. Yeah, we've just been involved in this pursuit around Bramley. Could I check the chassis number, please, and the reg number of the vehicle?
While Jaffa checks if the car's stolen, Steph gives it the once-over. And there's a body part in the back seat. Fortunately, it's plastic.
Don't know what that's for.
Oh, my lord. Gotta hand it to you. Yes, that's the one.
Give him a big hand. Fake fingers aside, the car's clean. But is it a thumbs up or down for Jaffa's work behind the wheel?
What do you reckon for Jaffa's driving, Steph?
7.5 out of 10.
It's a 7.5 because all I had to do was follow after the car in front. Cheeky stuff. At least I can drive.
And the icing on the cake?
Yeah. Well, it's stolen.
Stolen?
Turns out the car that we've just been pursuing is a stolen car. So even nicer. Two caught, helicopter, 2 detained, stolen car recovered. So yeah, even better job now we've got that information.
The driver, caught red-handed in a stolen car, was fingered for dangerous driving and no insurance. He got 8 months in a young offenders institution, suspended for 2 years, 24 months supervision, 100 hours of unpaid work, and a 2-year driving ban with an extended retest. The passenger was cautioned for possession of a controlled drug. Still to come, a repeat drink driver blames everyone apart from himself.
That's what ABS cost me. You've just wiped my life out.
And another happy customer for Benny Boy.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing, bro. Nothing. Nothing. Don't look at me like that, mate. You're nothing. You're nothing.
Although drink driving has dropped over the past 3 decades, over 200 people are still killed in drink driving accidents every year. And some offenders never learn.
You do get people that are repeat offenders, and you just think, why? You've been caught once before, why would you want to do it again? You know, you lose your licence and you potentially lose your liberty, so what's the point in taking that sort of a risk? I don't think these people ever sort of think to themselves, well, what if a drink driver hit a member of my family and killed them? People have a drink and think they're indestructible.
Officers Tom Whitehouse and Dave Robbo Robson are acting on a tip-off.
He's regularly out drink driving and usually sits at St Ledger's pub, so it'd be nice to catch up to him if we can do.
The suspect apparently lives just 500 metres from the pub. It's fair to say Tom is less than impressed.
As far as I'm concerned, it's zero tolerance. It's ridiculous. If you're going to be drinking, you either walk or get a taxi home. It's the majority of collisions we see are from people that are under the influence of either drink or drugs. The pub's just here on left-hand side, that's it.
I don't know what we're...
The tip-off looks legit.
There we go, yeah, that's van.
It's now a waiting game.
Yeah, if we plot up in car park, not nearby there.
Whereabouts?
Not side street here, we could, because it comes this way. Been told he usually leaves about quarter to the hour, so we'll see.
And that's only minutes away.
I'd start looking now, I think.
If the suspect clocks the marked police car, he might choose a stroll home instead. But it's perfect timing.
Is that it there?
Yeah, there we are.
Oh, look.
Perfect.
This driver is suspected to be under the influence. They waste no time in pulling him over.
Go.
Look, guys. Hello, sir. How we doing?
All right.
So we flick engine off. Do you want to take a seat back of our car, mate?
Of course I can.
Just drop sig for me, pal.
Right, we've had information that you've just been drinking. So therefore we're going to require a breath test from yourself.
That's fine.
Okay.
Down to business.
So when was your last drink?
About 10 minutes ago.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Right.
Not even that, probably 5.
As the suspect has just been drinking, his levels may still be rising.
We'll give it
another 10 minutes.
Give it a couple of minutes and we'll... Have been stopped before for it then?
Yeah, I have, mate, yes.
Have you? We've been convicted in past then?
I'm an ex-squaddy.
You what, sort of?
I was an ex-squaddy.
Mike.
The ex-squaddy avoids the question. Maybe as he's a repeat drink driver with 3 convictions to his name.
How much have we had to drink today, Phil?
I think I've had 2.
2.
2 and a bit.
Time to put the 2 and a bit to the test.
Right, buddy, lean forward for me. Put your lips around here, I'll hold it, and give me one long continuous breath until I say to stop. Keep going. Lovely. Spot on. Right, sir. You have blown 77, which is double the legal limit.
It seems the bit might actually have been a lot.
So at this time, you're under arrest, under suspicion of driving whilst over the prescribed limit of alcohol.
Okay, fine.
You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you don't mention when questioned, some of which will later rely in court, and if you do so, maybe given evidence.
You should be used to this by now.
Stand up for me, mate.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Safe in cuffs, it's off to the nick. The suspect is keen to remind the boys he served in the forces.
Do you like to get me army warrant card out of my pocket?
It don't matter who you are, I don't know you from Adam, do I? So...
No, you don't.
No,
I'm just
so-
telling you what I've done for a living.
Well, regardless of what you've done for a living, we treat everyone the same.
Quality, mate, yeah. Happy days.
If it's sympathy he's after, it's in short supply. And by the time they reach the nick, that's sunk in.
You boys have to do your job, I know that. The outcome is the outcome, whatever happens. Don't worry, I'm not taking my I know, I'm not. Trust me. Whatever happens. I don't want against it.
Well, the thing is,
You don't want against it?
it's not first time as well, though, is it?
No, I've had a couple of goes again. But again, I didn't come asking.
But he's still trying to justify his actions.
You've not been without me.
No,
You've not done what I've done.
No, I'm not saying I have. I've also been to a lot of road traffic collisions where people have died due to drugs and alcohol, so it's swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
It's more of a slippery slope. He's facing a 4th drink driving conviction.
If you'd just like to take a seat on there for me. So I require you to provide 2 specimens of breath for analysis by means of an approved device. Take a big deep breath, seal your lips on that, and blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's great, thank you. Just have a seat again now.
Please tell me not.
The legal limit is 35.
Results are in 2 readings. First one's 82 and second one's 79. So you're over the limit. Each one.
More than double, in fact.
79.
On 3?
The 2 and a bit has been topped up to 3, but Robbo isn't buying it.
Just goes to show there's more in his system than what we first thought. It's going up. It says he's had 3 pints. It's a bit over double. I think there'll be a bit more.
All this to avoid the 6-minute walk home.
That's the end of my business. That's the end of basically 10 lads that work for me. Obviously, I'm going to now go to court. I'm going to lose his licence. I'll probably go into jail. Obviously, because I did it before. If that's what 3 beers cost me,
You've just wiped my life out.
All right. You just take your
Trust
shoe,
me.
Take your shoe off, please. Thank you.
But you're going to lock up. But you're going to lock somebody up that's got more medals at home than you've got.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's back on the blame game, but needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror.
He had everyone to blame but himself, didn't he? But end of the day, no one's forced the beer down his neck. No one's forced him to drink and drive. And you'd think he'd learn after the first time, never mind second, third and fourth. So no sympathy for him.
The suspect pleaded guilty to drink driving and was disqualified for 18 months, with £85 CPS costs and a £90 victim surcharge.
Right, let's go find another.
It's the middle of the night shift. All around town, patrols are on the hunt for a suspected clone silver Golf. But so far, their prey is proving elusive.
I've turned its lights off and we have successfully lost sight of it going towards Queensbury Bradford.
Get behind it.
Rather than chase shadows, Ben Pearson and Matt Ransom box clever and plot up. And Sugar Ray Benny is buzzing.
I've got more sugar in me now than a sugar factory's got in Sugarville.
This sweet-toothed copper is a secret Take That fan who used to love treading the boards at school. But the only drama this evening is in his stomach.
It's tingling my tum-tum. It's just there's that buzzing air knowing that something's happening. Another one coming. It's just obviously back to this cat and mouse game.
The mouse in the stolen Golf is proving hard to catch, despite the number of cats on the prowl.
There's more cops in one little village now than there is anywhere else, probably in England. And we can't seem to drop on them.
But as the sun rises, there's a breakthrough. The silver Golf has been spotted a couple of miles away in Halifax.
So we're going to head towards the area. It's got a unit plotted up where it's been seen.
Benny Boy is keen not to miss the welcoming party.
That's a lot past to us now. I'll thank you.
A district unit is already on scene.
Yes, that's my colleague. We're just pulling him now. Whereabouts is it? Scoot around.
The suspect is still in the Golf, and Ben bowls over for a proper Yorkshire hello.
No way, that's still driving now.
Hiya, pal.
Who's it right?
No.
This copper comes bearing gifts.
Just going to put some jewellery on you.
Putting jewellery on me, man.
Why? Because first of all, we're going to search you.
Search me for what?
Well, you're going to be getting locked up, pal.
For what?
Well, first of all, it's a stolen car.
Stolen from where?
Ilkley.
The lad denies stealing the car, but he can't deny what's down his trousers.
Right. He's been searched. There's obviously that down his pants.
Yeah.
It's a bag of cannabis.
Do you want to just hold that? We'll search the car for you.
There's another discovery in the car.
Do you want a rubber cosh?
Thank you.
Front passengers.
What? What's your name? Hold on.
The suspect tries to use his mobile and kicks off when stopped.
Just grab by phone. You're not allowed to just grab by phone. You're break nothing. Yeah, you're nothing, bro. You're nothing. You're nothing, bro. Don't put at me like that, mate. You're nothing. You're nothing, bro. You understand? Get off them. Nothing. Nothing.
Chuckles is in no mood to chill.
Nothing. What are you doing taking my shit off me?
Because you're locked up, pal.
Stop about.
Calm down.
Calm yourself down.
Calm down. Do you understand?
Tell me, bro. You understand me? Yeah. You can't bully me much.
I'm not bullying you.
Don't work with me, Charver. Do you understand? They do not work with me much. They don't work. Listen, you felt the power, mate. Get off the cuffs now.
Okay.
He's clearly agitated, but Benny Boy uses his 20 years' experience to defuse the situation.
He's done it because you are getting aggressive with him.
What's your name? Tom. Yeah. Tom at this point are under arrest.
His name now rings bells.
Oh, Tommy. Hello. How are you doing? You've changed, haven't you? You do know me, yeah. Yeah, you've changed, haven't you? What?
Ben's dealt with this lad before and manages to calm him enough to hear the charges.
You're under arrest and possession of a theft of a motor vehicle. It's a nicked car.
Right.
Alright. Possession of cannabis.
Right.
Alright.
You're going to know me for possession of cannabis?
Well, yeah, because I kind of
Right, Thomas, do you want to step out, Calvin?
And possession of an offensive weapon.
What offensive weapon?
There's a cost.
Is this the van for him?
Koshgate relights his fire.
Right, Thomas, there's a cost.
What cost?
Thomas, there's a cost.
What cost?
Look at me. There's a
No,
cost.
no cost.
Thomas, there's
Don't
a cost
start making charges up, you.
Right, Thomas.
There is no
Thomas.
cost.
Right, anything else on you? Oh, down the middle of your pants?
No. Hold on.
Right. Just come over here to Van for us, pal.
Just time for a quick catch-up.
I haven't seen you in, what, 15 years, 10 years?
Been a long time, hasn't it?
Where have you been?
Getting out of trouble.
Right. Up there, lad.
Before a trip into the van, Benny Boy again acts as peacemaker.
Because how you been? That's the only reason.
What, your one's been aggressive with me, bro.
Listen,
your
I'm
one's
not being...
grabbing on me.
But it's like dealing with a broken record.
I haven't grabbed you.
If you come grab me.
I haven't grabbed you,
come
Thomas.
grab me.
Come.
I don't care about uniform. If
No,
you
no,
come grab
I know
me.
you don't.
Exactly.
Right.
You come grab me, bro. Exactly.
Let's leave it another 15 years to hook up again, yeah?
Angry little man, isn't he?
It's been a long shift, but with a successful end.
Bye, guys.
See you later. Bye. A lot of people, if you think about a cat and mouse, they know they've lost. They're in the stolen car, they're under arrest, and they've nowhere to go. So the only thing they can do basically is get frustrated and kick off. And because we're in uniform, it's just a target for them. But the gentleman, obviously, who we've been dealing with for a long time, that's who he is. He's been on our radar for ages. So yeah, it's just bizarre sometimes how they can go from nothing to 10,000 feet in 2 seconds.
And his free fall continued back at the Nick with the discovery of cocaine. Angry Man was found guilty of possession of Class A and B drugs and was ordered to pay £170 in costs. No further action was taken on the suspected theft of the car and offensive weapon. The Golf was returned to its owner. Still to come.
Why are you not wearing your seatbelt?
I've just taken it off.
Ben's BS detector is off the chart.
Don't lie to me, because nobody plugs the seatbelt in, unplugs it, puts it behind the back and then plugs it in again, do they?
Yeah.
So why are you not wearing your seatbelt?
An Interceptor's chief aim is to protect the public. And saving lives for a living is certainly something to sing about.
It's just a little bit of education. Just wear your seatbelt and keep safe.
Over a third of car occupants killed in crashes aren't wearing seatbelts. And Benz, Pearson and Barraclough have been singing the same broken record for years.
See, it's not hard, is it? Just to go click, click. Click, click.
Yet it's amazing how many drivers fail to get the message.
It doesn't even feel right when you don't wear your seatbelt.
No, it's like coming to work without a watch on. You know what I mean?
Coming to work with no pants on.
I've done that before.
Haven't we all, Ben? But it's the driver of a black Audi who's been caught with his pants down today. He's buckled up but sat on the belt.
Hello, are you all right?
Yeah, no bad.
And to make things much worse, the two kids aren't strapped in car seats either.
Have you got a child on your lap? What is it?
Child on the lap.
Child?
You know, 2 arms, 2 legs, small, fragile.
Right, but why are they not in seats? It's to protect who? You, me, or them? Are they your kids?
Well, I picked them up from the airport.
Right, just let me pull behind you a minute.
Is he a taxi?
I've got no idea.
Are you a taxi, sunshine?
2 little bambinos in back of car.
Hey there, Bambino.
Let's just have a quick sneaky little look.
In a 30-mile-an-hour crash, the injury to an 8-kilo child thrown from a seat is similar to falling 3 stories. So it's time for a sermon from the singing seatbelt crew.
Hello, you all right?
Yeah, no bad.
Right. The kids, obviously,
Yes.
they need to be in child restraints, don't they?
Yes.
So, if they have a smash now,
Yes.
what's going to happen to the children? Just explain to me what's going to happen to them.
They
They're going to die. Yeah.
A dad who doesn't strap the kids in safely can expect both barrels if mum finds out. But not this dad.
Are you mum? Right, mum. Why have you got a seatbelt on then?
For safety.
Yeah, for safety. And what about the little ones? Hello, you all right?
While Benny Boy plays the broken record to mum,
But that's going to really hurt them. That's why they have child restraints.
Baby Ben spins the B-side for dad.
Hiya, pal. Why are you not wearing your seatbelt?
I've just taken it off.
It's plugged in.
Yeah.
Don't lie to me, because nobody plugs the seatbelt in, unplugs it, puts it behind the back and then plugs it in again, do they?
Yeah.
So why are you not wearing your seatbelt?
His tongue seems to have been restrained.
What they do is they put the seatbelt behind him, plug it in, and then it doesn't beep. So it gives the impression when you're following him from behind they've got a seatbelt on. Not only that, he's got 2 children, under 5-year-old, in the back of the car, not restrained correctly.
Correct child seat use reduces the risk of casualty by 75%.
Do you want to jump out and have a seat in my car?
En route to the Beamer, the driver loosens his tongue and locates the hardest word.
Please, look, I'm really sorry, right?
I assure you am. You take a seat in there and I'll have a chat with you. All right, everything that we say and do in there is recorded. All right.
But the Bens haven't finished their well-practiced number on seat belt safety.
Do you know if you were in a bump, right, what's going to happen to them children?
And this performance is in stereo.
They're beautiful little girls. You just don't want them to get hurt, do you? Do you know what I mean? We're not being unfair. We want you to be safe, don't we?
They even preach to the kids.
You can bump your head there, and then what'll happen? Right. So you need to be telling your dad you can't drive. You can't drive with no child seats.
I wouldn't never let him know to.
But you did.
Yeah.
We have a massive thing with people not wearing the seatbelts. If a car comes around the corner that's making off or just driving like an idiot, as a collision with the car, the children are going to be seriously injured. It seems petty to a lot of people, but this is what Fatal 4 is. One of the Fatal 4, it's the biggest contributor to injuries or fatal collisions on the road. It's about education rather than prosecution. If he learns, kids don't get injured, and that's all we want. We don't want kids to get injured on the road.
Please, 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 if you've got children in the car, make sure that you have the correct fastening equipment. You knew that you were going to the airport to collect these children. Yeah? These children didn't just miraculously fall off a plane and into your car, did they?
I made a mistake.
You did make a mistake, correct. I would suggest that you walk the children home.
Yeah, I would do.
From here, because you've got no equipment to continually carry these children.
As the family sets off on foot,
Do I get an high five? Go on. Do I get an high five off you as well? Go on. Can I have your horsey? Okay.
the message is well and truly delivered.
Right. See you later.
But driving without a seatbelt, the driver safely secured himself a place on the seatbelt awareness course. In the meantime, as long as drivers fail to buckle up, the Ben's broken record will be on continuous play in West Yorkshire.
It's just a little bit of education.
Xin chào tất cả các bé yêu. Hôm trước thì chúng mình đã cùng nhau tận dụng và làm các bài tập của phép trừ trong phạm vi 100 đúng không nhỉ? Hôm nay thì chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau tiếp tục làm các bài tập liên quan đến nội dung phép trừ trong phạm vi 100 nhé. Ở bài hôm trước thì chúng mình cùng nhau làm hết bài tập số 1 và số 2 này. Hôm nay thì chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau làm bài tập số 3 nhé. Bây giờ cả lớp sẽ cùng nghe cô đọc đề bài nào. Sử dụng các chữ số từ 1 đến 100 để điền số thích hợp vào ô trống theo mẫu. Đây, bây giờ cô sẽ có một bảng các chữ số từ 1 đến 100 này. 1, 2, 3, đây. Đếm theo chiều ngang này, chúng mình sẽ đếm theo chiều ngang này nhá, được chưa? Và cô có một phép tính mẫu là 67 trừ đi 40. Bây giờ chúng mình sẽ cùng xem. Chúng mình sẽ cùng đếm. Đây là chúng mình đang sử dụng phương pháp đếm số lùi đúng không nhỉ? Thì chúng mình sẽ đếm trừ đi 40, tức là lùi lại 40 con số này. Mình đếm hết 40 con số này. Đấy, chúng mình sẽ ra kết quả là 27, đúng không? Đúng rồi. Bây giờ áp dụng phương pháp tính đó, chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau làm phép tính 95 trừ đi 10, đúng không nhỉ? 95 trừ đi 10 này, chúng mình nhìn xem số 95 ở đâu. À, đây chính là số 95 này. Chúng mình sẽ lấy 95 trừ đi 10, tức là chúng mình sẽ lùi lại, đếm lùi lại 10 chữ số, đúng không nhỉ? Nha. Mình đếm này 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 và 10. Vậy mình sẽ được kết quả là bao nhiêu đây nhỉ? À, 85 đúng không? Đúng rồi, 85 này. Mình sẽ viết số 85 vào đây, ok chưa? Tiếp nữa nha. Phép tính thứ hai là phép tính 71 trừ 30. 71 trừ 30 là phải đếm lùi tận 30 chữ số đấy. 71 trừ 30, chúng mình sẽ phải đếm lùi tận 30 chữ số. Vậy chúng mình sẽ được kết quả là 40 mấy nhỉ? Cả lớp đếm đi, xem kết quả 4 mấy. 40, 41, đúng rồi. 41 này, ok chưa? Cô có phép tính 34 trừ đi ô vuông thì bằng 14 đúng không? Vậy bây giờ để biết kết quả của ô vuông này bằng bao nhiêu thì chúng mình sẽ lấy 34 trừ đi, à đúng rồi, trừ đi 14. 34 trừ 14 này, mình sẽ được kết quả bằng bao nhiêu nhỉ? 20, đúng rồi. Chính xác. 78 trừ 38, mình sẽ được kết quả bằng bao nhiêu? 8 trừ 8 hết này. 7 trừ 3 bằng 4 này. Vậy kết quả sẽ bằng 40. Chính xác. Vậy là chúng mình đã cùng nhau hoàn thành xong bài tập số 3. Đúng rồi. Và bây giờ chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau tiến hành like video và subscribe kênh nhé. Xin chào các bạn nhỏ yêu quý nhé. Vậy là hôm nay chúng mình sẽ lại tiếp tục gặp gỡ nhau và cùng nhau làm các bài tập này. Cô sẽ củng cố thêm cho chúng mình kiến thức về dấu cộng, dấu trừ, dấu bằng, dấu bé và dấu lớn nhé. Hôm nay thì chúng mình sẽ bước vào phần ứng dụng này. Chúng mình sẽ ứng dụng kiến thức để làm các bài tập nhé. Nào, chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau làm bài tập thứ nhất nhé. Chúng mình cùng nghe cô đọc đề bài nha. Bài tập số 1. Trên chiếc lá sen có 2 con ếch. Một con nhảy xuống nước. Hỏi trên lá sen còn mấy con ếch? Được chưa? Bây giờ chúng mình cùng nhìn này. Trên một chiếc lá sen của cô sẽ có 2 chú ếch này đúng không? Nhưng một chú ếch tự nhiên lại nhảy xuống nước mất này. Vậy thì bây giờ cô hỏi nhá, trên lá sen này của cô sẽ còn mấy chú ếch nhỉ? Đây, cô sẽ như này, một chú mà không bay nhảy xuống nước thì chúng mình sẽ chỉ còn một chú ếch thôi đúng không? Vậy thì bây giờ nhá, chúng mình sẽ đặt phép tính gì vào đây nhỉ? Làm giảm số lượng đi thì chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau đặt phép tính trừ đúng không? Chúng mình sẽ có số lượng đầu tiên là 2 này và chúng mình sẽ trừ đi một chú ếch nhảy xuống nước đúng không? Vậy kết quả của chúng mình sẽ chỉ còn mấy chú đây nhỉ? Đúng rồi, chúng mình sẽ chỉ còn một chú thôi. Đấy, chúng mình sẽ được một phép tính như này. 2 trừ 1 bằng 1 đúng không? Bây giờ chúng mình sẽ cùng đáp số nhá. Đáp số này. Vậy trên lá sen chỉ còn bao nhiêu chú ếch nhỉ? Chỉ còn một chú ếch mà thôi. Chính xác chưa? Mình sẽ đấy, bài tập số 1 liên quan đến bài chú ếch này. Chúng mình có thấy dễ không nhỉ? Đây chính là bài tập. Chúng mình sẽ làm bài tập về dấu trừ đúng không? Chính xác. Dấu trừ chúng mình cùng nhắc lại cho cô nhé. dấu trừ thì tính chất của nó là sẽ như nào nhỉ? Dấu trừ sẽ làm giảm đi số lượng đúng không nhỉ? Đúng rồi. Chúng mình sẽ về nhà ôn tập thật kỹ kiến thức nhá, để chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau làm các bài tập ở phía sau đúng không nào? Cô sẽ hỏi thêm một chút về kiến thức này. Bây giờ nhá, chúng mình cùng nhớ lại nhé. Dấu trừ thì làm giảm đi số lượng này. Còn tiếp theo là đến dấu cộng này. Dấu cộng của chúng mình thì sẽ làm như thế nào nhỉ? Dấu cộng có tính chất là dấu cộng thì sẽ làm tăng thêm số lượng, tức là sẽ làm nhiều hơn đúng không nhỉ? Còn dấu trừ thì sẽ làm ít đi này, được chưa? Đấy, dấu cộng và dấu trừ có tính chất trái ngược với nhau đúng không? Chúng mình nhớ thật kỹ cho cô nhá. Và bây giờ chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau tiến hành like video này và đăng ký kênh nhé.